So who remembers Cave 9?
Me!
Cave 9 was the best. Cave 9's on 23rd and Magnolia.
Yeah.
And I started playing shows there when I was 15 years old. It was the greatest.
It was awesome.
Every time a weekend happened, we never had anything to do. So we would just drive by Cave 9 and see if there's people outside. If there were people outside, we would stop. We'd stop and we'd go inside and see what's going on. And it was me and my buddy, let's just call him Frank.
The names have been changed.
There's me and my buddy Frank, and we would go to shows all the time. And so we stopped by Cave 9 one night. We saw there was a show going on. We didn't know what was happening, so we stopped, and we were drinking that night. I had stupidly stolen a bottle of whiskey from my mom. She had this giant bottle of whiskey in the house, and I just poured half the whiskey into a water bottle and then refilled her bottle with water. And I just put it back on the counter. She didn't know the difference. And we went to the show. We drank a lot before we got there. Drank a lot. And we get there, and we start walking up, and we start hearing the music, right? It's like this big, chuggy kind of music, like hardcore stuff. And I was like, this is going to be a good show. Let's go in and have some fun. And we go in, and then, we're kind of stumbling a little bit, because we've been drinking all night. We're underage, by the way. But it's an all ages.
Of course. It's Cave 9. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's an underage venue. You bring your own booze.
Water bottle.
You bring your own booze. We went in there.
Camouflage it.
Right. So we were having a lot of fun. And so we start getting like it's heavy music, right? Like heavy. It's like kind of music. And we get in the pit and we start pushing people around. We're having fun. They're pushing us back. And somehow the people in the pit get wind that we're drunk. And I didn't realize it until like people start getting mad at us that this is a straight edge. This is a straight edge show.
Oh.
I look down. I start seeing X's on people's hands. And I was like, oh shit, we are in the wrong spot, guys. There's X's on hands, and people are starting to give us some really mean stares.
No kidding.
So I take a few steps back, but my buddy Frank, we'll call him Frank, and he's just loving the attention that he's getting because everyone's looking at him. We're very drunk, and he's dancing and having fun, and the band's playing. And people kind of start looking at Trey mean, like they're pissed at him. And I was like, well, why would anybody be pissed? We're just having fun. They kind of start pushing him a little bit. And Trey kind of goes to nuzzle up to somebody, and the guy wants nothing to do with Trey. Or Frank.
Busted!
They want nothing
Winning that out.
They want nothing to do with Frank. They're like mad that Frank's around them. And they're a little upset. So Frank plays into that. He kind of starts pushing him back, and Frank starts to start dancing with him, and the person was very upset. So Frank,
Poor straight edger.
Frank
Can't
pushes him off. So what Frank does is he gets the lasso going.
The lasso.
He does the imaginary lasso. He throws it on the person, right? Like he does the imaginary lasso and he throws it. And he lands it on the person, and the person doesn't react. And Frank is like, he starts to tug like he's a good mime. It's like he tugs himself towards the person, right? He tugs himself towards it, he starts dancing. And they couldn't be more pissed off. Like
that always pisses people off more.
Especially straight edge people.
When there's straight edge people at a show and there's drunk kids there, they do not like that. And we didn't know it was a straight edge show was the problem. If we had known it was a straight edge show, we wouldn't have gone. But we went anyways. We saw people outside, so we went in.
And they called you out over the
So what happened is Frank was dancing with them, and the person that he did the fake lasso with, he walked right up to the singer in the band at the time. You know what? I shouldn't say the band, but he walked up to the band, the lead singer, and he whispered something. And I don't know what he whispered, but right after he whispered something, he said, "Hey, this song's for straight edge people. All the drunk kids get the fuck out the pit." He said that. And I took that as a personal slight. I don't know why.
Because you were the drunk kid.
I was the drunk kid. So I went right in the pit and just started like happy dancing with everybody. And you want to say when people got pissed. Jesus Christ, they got pissed.
Dude.
Dude, they got super pissed.
You laugh at somebody, that messed up at this. Ooh, boy.
Dude, they were ready to fucking kill us. And so they got done with their next song, and Frank, not the other name I keep saying over and over, Frank was just acting all happy-go-lucky, and somebody grabbed him and started yelling at him. And I went to break it up, and the guy looked at me and said, "Hey, you need to tell your friend to shut the fuck up." And I took Frank. I said, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" I said, "Are we cool?" And he was like, "No, we're not cool." I was like, "I did what you asked me to. How are we not cool?" And then, then they kept
you blacked out.
We could say we probably blacked out then. At that point, I mean, it kind of all came to a head, and we did leave. We left gracefully.
Have you ever noticed how straight edge kids now own bars?
Oh, and they all work at bars.
Every damn one of them.
Really, what's really funny is the band that was playing. I won't say their name, but they all work at bars right now, and they all drink a lot. I mean, straight edge is kind of a
whatever.
It's a phase. It's what it is, and everybody went. They went through that phase.
Not
I didn't.
everyone.
I drank the whole time. But,